Oftentimes, the simplest answer is the right one, and when it comes to Epic making another Shadow Complex, the answer is probably not until Fortnite becomes old news, but let's take a dive a little deeper and see if we can figure out if Shadow Complex does actually have a chance of returning. One of the first Xbox arcade hits was Shadow Complex from Epic Games, and more specifically developed by Chair after they were acquired by Epic in 2008. Shadow Complex released the following year and was a standout Metroidvania title. The title sold fairly well, moving approximately 200,000 units in the first week of release according to 1UP, and according to Gamasutra, by the end of 2011 had sold approximately 600,000. When speaking with GameSpot back in 2010, the devs even talked about how the sequel was already in development. However, after Shadow Complex, the team at Chair moved on to Infinity Blade on iOS, which was released in 2010, and then they followed it up with two sequels, the first in 2011 and the second in 2013. It makes sense why Chair stuck with Infinity Blade over Shadow Complex, as the studio announced that in 2012, Infinity Blade had made $23 million in revenue, which is pretty impressive for two exclusive iOS games, especially back in 2012 when mobile gaming was still evolving. Now, if you compare this with the sales figures that we know of from Shadow Complex at the $15 price point, then you can extrapolate that the game sold around $9 million minus development costs. Shadow Complex didn't go forgotten because in 2015, Chair released Shadow Complex Remastered for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, but that is all that we have on the series since 2015, and it's possible that was a temperature check for the market. Now, if you combine the success of Infinity Blade, the founder of Chair getting promoted to Worldwide Creative Director of Epic in 2016, and Fortnite Battle Royale releasing in 2017 and succeeding the way it has, it seems pretty easy to figure out why we haven't seen a sequel yet.